Hey guys, I have an unhaul for you guys today. I did a couple of these videos before, but I don't think I actually uploaded them because it turns out those videos ended up being too long to upload, and by the time I realized that, I had already gotten rid of the books, so I couldn't really refilm them. So that's unfortunate. So this might be my first unhaul, I guess. But basically, I was rummaging through my bookshelves the other day and found another 17 books that I figured I could get rid of. So that, in addition with the previous books that I got rid of, was about, I don't know, 70-ish books that I've gotten rid of in the last, 4 months, which I am really proud of myself for, because I have this thing about books where I feel like I can't get rid of them, and I'm very glad that I'm letting go of that. So yeah, I'll just get straight into it. Okay, the first one that I am giving away is The Last Boleyn, a novel by Karen Harper, and the reason I'm getting rid of this one is because this is about Mary Boleyn, who is one of my favorite lesser-known royals. She was Anne Boleyn's younger sister, and she actually was Henry VIII's mistress before he started courting Anne, I guess. Although I don't know if you can technically court someone while you're still married. But anyway, so yeah. And basically I realized that I did not want to read another novelization of Mary Boleyn, because I kind of didn't realize that this was a novel. I thought that it was, when I bought it, I thought that it was an actual historical account. And then I realized it was a novel kind of later on. And I've already done the novel thing with reading Other Boleyn Girl, so yeah, I would really rather read a actual historical account of Mary Boleyn's life. So yeah, this one's going. And then I'm getting rid of I Capture the Castle by Dodie Smith. Some of you guys may be like, what? Why are you getting rid of that? And it's because I was going to reread it and give it another chance, but I realized that the only reason I was doing that was because I wanted to force myself to like it, which is just why. I don't understand. So, yeah, I really love the writing, but Cassandra's character just bothers me so much that I have to get rid of it. I'm not going to read it again. Yep. Okay, next we have Nim's Island by Wendy Orr. This was a children's book okay, so the movie came out a couple years ago, and the reason I watched the movie is because Gerard Butler plays one of the main characters, and the movie is really cute. I'm pretty sure I own it, and it is really adorable, so that's why I wanted to read the book, but I realized that I just don't care to anymore. Like, I realized that the movie is good enough and I don't really need to read the book. And honestly, I haven't watched the movie in a while, so I might give that away at some point as well. So, yep. And then we have Uglies by Scott Westerfeld. I did enjoy this when I read it. I read it for my YA Lit class, and I did like it, but I realized that I didn't like it enough to reread it, because I also didn't like it enough to continue on with the series, because I read Pretties, and I didn't really enjoy Pretties at all, so I'm not going to continue with the series, and I realized that I'm probably not going to reread this one, even though I thought it was good at the time. Next we have my English Gaelic dictionary. This is Irish Gaelic, and okay, my friend got this for me in, I think, 7th grade, because I think that she thought that, like, Irish Gaelic and Scottish Gaelic were the same thing, like, same language, which, nope. There's a difference between Irish Gaelic, Scottish Gaelic, and Welsh Gaelic. I don't know how you say it for Welsh, but yeah, there was a difference, and, but yeah, she got this for me in 7th grade, And I did enjoy it when I had it. I did enjoy learning. Most of the time I learned, like, bad words in this because I thought it was funny. But I haven't picked this up in a long time. And so, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and give this one away. And then we have Song of Solomon by Toni Morrison. I'm pretty sure I just showed you guys this in a haul not too long ago. My grandmother was getting rid of some books, and I told her that I wanted this one, but I realized that really the only Toni Morrison book that I really want to read is Sula. And then if I really love Sula and I end up wanting to read more of her stuff, I'll pick up something else then, but that seems like a long way off, so this is... And since my grandmother was giving it away anyway, I don't really feel bad that I'm getting rid of it, so... And then we have Princess Academy by Shannon Hale. A couple of years ago, I had some library books out that I misplaced and ended up having to pay for, and then by the time I found them, I had already paid everything, so I figured I might as well keep them, since I'd already paid for them. And I just realized that I'm not really ever going to read this one. So, yeah. More books that you guys are going to be mad at me about, probably. Who Could That Be at This Hour by Lemony Snicket. I recently gave away most of the series of Unfortunate Events series because I realized I am never going to finish that series. Because I don't really care to. I kept the ones that I really enjoyed, like I kept the first 3 and the 5th one, but I didn't like any of the others, so, and I realized that if I really didn't care enough about that series to finish it, I probably, like, won't really care about this one, because a lot of people say this isn't as good as the series of Unfortunate Events, so if this isn't as good, and I didn't even like that series enough to finish it, yeah, I don't know. So, giving this one away. Same with The Beatrice Letters, by Lemony Snicket, and I was going to read this one in between the 12th and 13th book, because that's when you're supposed to read it. It's like a little companion thing to them. And again, didn't care enough to finish the book, to finish the series, so I'm probably not going to finish this one. Yeah. And then we have Prime of Miss Jean Brodie by Muriel Spark. This is the same case as I Capture the Castle. I was going to reread it, to see if I enjoyed it, but the thing about this one, though, is that it's kind of the opposite of I Capture the Castle. I was really enjoying the writing and the characters, but just nothing happened. So I was kind of bored throughout a lot of this. And I feel bad because I hate it when I get a book based on someone else's recommendation because they like it so much and I end up not liking it because I feel bad. Like, I'm like, oh man, I'm sorry I don't like this book that you like. Because I got this one based on Leslie's recommendation over at Words of a Reader because we usually have the same taste, I want to say. I mean, mine differs a little bit because I think I read a lot more YA than she does, but other than that, our taste with, like, classics and modern classics are usually the same, even with mystery, because, like, I really love the Flavia Deleuze series, and so does she. But this one, just kind of, it was a miss for me, but oh well. And then we have The Two Princesses of Bamar, by Gail Carson Levine. I got this after I read Ella Enchanted by Gail Carson Levine because I loved that book, and I still really enjoy it. I don't actually know what happened to my copy. I feel like I need to get another copy because I liked it so much. But, so that's why I got this one. But I've basically had this book for 10 years and I haven't read it. and I don't think I'm going to, so yeah, this one's gotta go. And then we have Once a Witch by Carolyn McCullough. The reason I got this one is because I was at Salvation Army, picked it up, looked at the synopsis, thought it looked cool, but I realized that I don't really want to read books that I'm just picking up on a whim at this point. I'd rather read the books that I own that I really care about reading. And with this, since I hadn't heard anything about it previously, I don't feel like I'm missing much. And also, I paid $1 for it, so it's not like I'm throwing out something that I spent a massive amount of money on. So, yep. And then we have The Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants. Well, this is called Keep in Touch. Letters, Notes, and More from Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants by Anne Brashares. This was the same case with the Princess Academy book, where this was one of the library books that I lost, and then I found it after I paid for it. And I am going to reread the Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants series, but I don't feel like I need to read this, so I'm going to go ahead and just get rid of it so it's not just still on my list and I don't feel like I need to read it. So, yeah. And then we have Endless Night by Agatha Christie. This is one of the ones where I'm very sad to be getting rid of it because I did pay $13 for it, and I got it recently. Well, sort of recently. I think I got it 4 or 5 months ago. But the thing is that I thought that this was a Marple mystery, and it turns out that it's one of her lesser-known detectives, and I hate to say this, I hate to, be a Christie snob, but the only books that I care about reading by Agatha Christie are Poirot and Marple mysteries. I don't really care about, learning about her lesser-known detectives, and that might change once I've read more Poirot and Marple. Once I've finished all of their stories, I might want to read the rest of what Agatha Christie has written, but right now I just don't care that much, so that one's going. And then the last two are Seeing Red and Arch Enemy, or Arch Enemy. I want to say Arch Enemy, by Frank Bedore. This is the second and third books in the Looking Glass Wars trilogy. I really loved Looking Glass Wars, really loved it. But I read Seeing Red and I was pretty bored with it. And I was going to reread it so that I could read this one, because I hadn't read this one since I was... I think it had been a year or two in between reading this one and when this came out, but I really did not like Looking Glass Wars enough. I liked it enough to reread it, but I only liked it enough to kind of consider it a standalone. I don't really want to read either of these. And the only reason why I'm kind of sad about getting rid of the second one is because this is what the cover looks like on the inside, and that is freaking beautiful, but also my Looking Glass Wars cover is the same, so I still have one of these kind of books. So yeah, these two are going away. Okay, so those were my about 17 or so books that I'm thinking about getting rid of, or definitely getting rid of. Let me know if you guys have read any of these and what you thought, and if you think I'm crazy for getting rid of them. Just, please be nice about it. And thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.